Hi guys, wanted to talk to you about Canine Connectables. Canine Connectables is a fantastic enrichment toy for dogs. It's basically a modular system, so you can make it as easy or as complicated as you wish to for your dog. It's made up of several parts. You've got the starter pack. So the starter pack, obviously, as you can see, has three different parts to it. The premise with this one is that you can connect each of these to this, whether it be on the ends or whether it be into the middle there. With these ones you can hide treats inside the middle, and then you wedge the other bits into the inside of it. The great thing about this system is that everything connects to everything. So you can literally buy any part of the range, as long as it's the same size range, you can connect any part of the range to anything. So if you didn't want to buy this pack, you wanted to buy the Stuffer Pro, then that's the one that you can go for. So it comes in various pieces. So you've got the starter pack, obviously. The puzzle pack is an add-on, essentially. So it's extra parts to put treats into, to make it more and more difficult. You've also got what's called the Stuffer Pro. Now this is for particularly tough chewers. So it's something that dogs can really get their teeth into and really kind of grind into when they're chewing. But again, you can connect anything to the ends of them. So you can connect these into the ends, and it kind of holds treats inside for dogs to pull apart and get out. You've got the Yes Bone Pro. So again, it's something for dogs to grab hold of and kind of chuck around, and you can tug with it or whatever you want to do. And obviously on each end you can then connect any of these. Now the great part of this system is that, as I said, you can make it as easy or as difficult as possible. So with each of the connectors, they've got these ridges. You make it harder by putting the connections further onto the ridge. So if it's just the single ridge, then it's really simple. 2, 3, 4, whatever it might be, and make it harder and harder and harder for the dog to pull apart and get the treats out. The newest part of the range is this one here. Now, it's what they call the interactive kibble feeder. You could put treats in here, but it's also for kibble itself. So when you unscrew this, you've got the orange part inside here. Now you can twist this to make it make the hole for the kibble to come out of bigger or smaller, depending on how difficult you want to make it. So you set it to your size, screw it back together, and then again you can either leave it so that the holes, because you've got 2 holes on the bottom, 2 holes on the top, so that's fairly easy for treats to come out. So you can then fit any of these onto these to make it harder. But they've also put dummy ones there, so again you put them on the end there and your dog thinks, okay, that's where the kibble comes from, and it's not. Some of them are single ridges, other ones are 2, there are some that are 3, and it just makes it that much more interactive, and all of it can connect to everything. The final part of the range is these puzzle treats. Now they are bone shaped to fit into the bone shaped holes. So when it comes to the rubber bits there, so obviously you've got the hole at the bottom that you connect the other side into, and then these bones go into there. These are dental chews made by Red Mills in Ireland. So it's a good quality chew, good quality treat, good for their teeth as well. So once they've managed to get it out, they've been able to have a dental chew as well, and then they get their reward of the kibble or treat that's inside. Prices range from, depending on the size, because there's 3 different size groups. So for the starter pack, you've got the mini that starts at $16.99 for the starter pack, the medium, which is $20.99 for the starter pack, or the large, which is $26.99. Now the large goes up to 40 kilo dogs, so the large will be able to cover your bigger breed of dog that you really struggle to get toys, particularly Enrichment Toys, that will cover that sort of size dog. So there is something for everyone, and here obviously the mini size, is the opposite end of the spectrum. You can obviously put wet treats in there as well, so things like a decent quality peanut butter. Now obviously remember, with peanut butter, no sugar, no xylitol, no palm oil. You can get pet specific or dog specific peanut butters. You can also get good quality ones from your local health food shop, but just make sure, as I said, no sugar, no xylitol and no palm oil, and you'll be good to go. Arden Grange liver paste is another great example. It's a fantastic treat, and we find that a lot of dogs love it. A wet food, so something like your Fourth Glade Just range. So that's not a complete food, it's just your meat, your cooked meat, so something like that inside would be great as well. Again, particularly on something like the Stuffer Pro, you could fill that quite easily with a wet food, and your dog can interact with that. And again, you can either just use it as is, or you can plug it with other bits and pieces. So that's a little bit about the Canine Connectables range. We've got the full range in store. Come and have a chat to us if you'd like to see it further. I hope you found this informative. Thank you for listening.